Beautiful tragedies happen one for the evening, and no umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested or want to form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field. Square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jake Ferguson, 57 yards. And the Cowboys need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Howell and the Commanders come up now, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 55 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. Right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down throw for Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Washington. And even 40 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Gibson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
One more time with Gibson. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And Washington has taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there to make the big move towards the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hal throwing for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Here's Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Second down throw for Howell. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see? Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a following the interception. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain? Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Prescott now. That's dumped off to Pollard. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. Flushed out right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there. Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners. Prescott now on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks. He's across midfield. He's on his way. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Howell. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Howell. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 40.
First down, Howell to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Prescott on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing. Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Final play of the half. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
Commanders 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 73 yards. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Prescott to throw it. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are able to widen their advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's
taking it right down Broadway.
On the move past the 40. He's on his way. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And that's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Off to the races.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And Howe will throw it. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Powell, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Powell on the QB sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Running right, it's Pollard. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Play action now. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now Prescott on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
And it's caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Here's Howell.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. 4th down, Howell, desperation time.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball to the end zone.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
First down, and it's Pollard again.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Prescott to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender guy.